most women that come in to see me are down 70% of their physical body strength. It's very simple. You're estrogen based. You transmit thoughts and feelings simultaneously. You don't separate your thoughts from your emotions. So what happens is there's two ways of saving yourself. You either go up and hit your intellectual mind and live there and kill the rest of your body, or you overreact to situations without thinking first. You react and you think about it afterwards. Body Design Formula connects the bridge so that you can get back into your chakra or safety zone within your body by learning how to exercise in a way that feels good. So we teach you never to do anything that feels uncomfortable. In the Body Design Formula, we increase your strength 20 or 30% in 20 minutes, which controls brain function. So what that all means is that when women come in to see me, it's not every woman, this is an autopsy. They come in and they explain that they'd love to have this new body. At first they're very resistant, okay? Then you ask them to put on a two-piece bathing suit. They say, gee, I haven't worn a 30D bathing suit in 20 years. Geez, I haven't even gone out on a date in 3 years. I'm working on my business. Okay, now we look at their body, and kind of like guys, it's kind of like there used to be. So now I'm I'm not real doctor, but I'm like in the doctor position or the professional, and I explain to them, I take these photos, we look at the photos, and you can see that they might have had, it varies, some type of physique at one time in their life, but now at this time in life, 15, 20 years later, their body has deteriorated to such an extent that we have to rebuild the house, which means that we have to create muscles and we have to work on their posture and all those things because the body adapts to oppose demand on it. So, and women have less red blood cells, so we want to create more muscles so that they have more red blood cells, so that they have more oxygen in their body. So I explain this to the woman, this is what we can do. So why do I stop? So instead of, what happens is they start saying, oh, it's going to cost me money. I've come out of divorce. I've been working on my business. You see, they're having an emotional reaction because there's a cost involved to the neglect that they did on their body. So instead of saying, this is what, you see, a woman that's in control would say, this is what I can do, or is there other avenues that we can work on, or is there, they negotiate. But the women, up until this day, do not know how to negotiate with men. They become irritable, they become insulting, and they try to become the professional. And they go south because in their mind, they're thinking, if I can only get this weight off. They didn't really hear a word I said. The weight is a secondary condition. It has nothing to do with where they are in time and place. Another thing that comes up and says, I'm looking after my parents. Well, who gave you the right to look after your parents? You understand that your parents didn't bring you up so that you could be a parent to them. They brought you up so you could go out in the world and lead your own life. And if you're looking after your parents, how can you lead your own life with your significant other? How can you have a chance at life? So you can be sure that if your strength is down and you're not training in an appropriate way, there's two things that are happening. You've become the man in the relationship or to yourself, and you've cut off your feelings to the rest of you. So Body Design Formula is very unique because we give you the ability to own who you are and to enjoy coming into the gym and creating your own journey in a very beautiful, loving way. And so the program is very, very meditative, and it's very, very elegant, and it flows like the river. So you can take your body on this beautiful journey every single time. Red light just went up. Then the woman interjects, well, I do Pilates, I do yoga. We didn't knock any of them, but they have nothing to do with building the house. The building the house means that you call the contractor, then you get the architect, then you got to get the general manager, then you got to get the plans developed, then you got to go down to Home Depot and you got to buy the lumber or the materials you need, and you need to come back and build the house, which requires tools, a hammer and a nail. You can't just sit back and say, gee, I'd like to have a new house. What's it going to cost? Can you just put it up for me? You have to do the work. So the body design formula allows you to do the work in a very manageable way. You can go 1 day at a time. You can go 2 days at a time. You can do 3 days at a time. What I hear also is, oh, how long will it take? How many times do I want to have to work out? These are all male-oriented type of questions. They have nothing to do with you as a woman. A woman might say, well, you know, are these exercises comfortable? Are they difficult? Will I be able to adapt to it? If I was to go more frequently in 1 time a week, would that be okay? Is there a way that I can communicate with you? Do you have any support in that arena? Is there any updates to the program? Because I certainly need the help.